All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another round of One Piece. Today we're going to be playing a little red-green Luffy from OP13, and this is the list we're going to be running. This is a quick preview. There will be a copy of this in the description below, and at the end of the video, there will be a full comprehensive breakdown for the lines going into Rosinate, purple-yellow from OP12. This is by popular demand. You guys have requested this matchup. This is what my list looks like normally, because like Shanks is so good into Enel and all that. So this is what my list likes normally, but when I'm playing on ladder, it looks a little different. I actually am not running the Lunas because I'm so used to fighting Black Yellow Teach, and I fight that almost nonstop. Like 2 out of 3 games are Black Yellow Teach on the ladder. It's just everywhere, and everything else is just good enough. So this is the list I'm going to play with today because it's what I'm used to. If I was playing against Purple Yellow Rosinate, I would mess with this a little bit and go with a 4th Luna, but that's beside the point. If you guys can do me a favor, like, comment, subscribe. I'd appreciate it greatly. It helps me a lot. I also really take criticism well, so I want you guys to comment more than anything, more than even subscribing. If you guys can comment below, tell me what you want to see. Somebody told me my volume's too loud. I'm going to reduce the music volume on this video and all other ones going forward. I need the criticism. I want to grow. I want to make a better show for you guys. So tell me what you don't like about it. I will fix it. I'll do my best to accommodate as many people as I can. That's what really matters to me. I'm also going to try and get a match in with the future tech out of the new starter deck for the Red Luffy in this video, and I'm hoping I can find an opponent that's willing to jump into the unlimited ladder with me. So let's cross our fingers for that one. I think that's all I got, though. So do me a favor, tune in, sit back, relax, enjoy yourselves. I'll catch you guys in the games. Later. All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another round of One Piece. This is a pretty keepable hand. I think we're going to keep this. We're going to deploy the Nami, of course. I think the best thing here is probably just another Sanji. We're going to put this in front of this, because those don't super help. We miss a Luna. Not super great about that, but we'll pass it on over. All right, we're going to be playing a little RG Luffy against Rosinate by popular demand. He finds the 6-cost law. That is the exact reason we're going to be looking for those Lunas. I'm almost tempted to starve them, so we're going to try that out and see how it goes. Because giving Rosie pieces doesn't feel super great. I need to keep in mind the 4-cost law that can rip cards out of my hand. So I'm going to make sure not to... you can play your guy for 2 less. So it'll be the 4-cost. Yep. That's just a ramp 1. There's the Luna. All right, so here we're going to play this. Put 1 here, and then we're just going to pass it over. I'm going to have to probably give up a 2K here, because I don't want to get my hand ripped. Because my hand's pretty solid right now. I don't want to lose any of these pieces, so we'll probably give the Sanji up this turn. Nope. Absolutely not. Okay, he just does the 6-cost one. No blocker there. We're going to give this up because I do not want to get my hand ripped, like I said. There's that. There's no point in attacking right now. I am going to develop the Laboon just because they have stuff like Gum Gum Lightning and the like that we're just going to not let them get through. I'd love to see a double attack Luffy here pretty quick. Got 2 Dawn Restand. There's the Sakazuki. We played around that very nicely. Gets that back up. He can Gum Gum Lightning. But it won't actually do anything because I'm just going to rest the Nami and a Dawn, I think. Actually, I don't even rest that. I think I rest Nami and this guy. Because they're not taking a 7K from me. Okay, so now we're doing pretty good. As soon as they start getting aggressive with me, I can kind of punish them pretty heavily here. I'm not even going to use the card action. We'll put one there. One's going to go up, and then we're going to pass. This will help me deal with any of the large blockers. And I think next turn, maybe, is when I go for it. I missed the double attack Luffy. The double attack Luffy would have made this way easier. Another Rosie? Or another Sokka. Yep. Yeah, you just burn through your Sakazukis. As long as I get to keep my board, I don't care. Mama Rogan. Okay, he's going to turn it sideways. That's fine. So we will lose this one. It's unfortunate, but not the end of the world either. So we don't go for next turn. I mean, they still got a ton of pressure. We just let it go. Like, I could be cute and do 6, but then I have to deal with, like, a 7, 9, 9 at my life. I'm likely to lose 2 life there. I don't want to lose that many life. I would like you to commit your board now. Pretty please. The next 9 I'll get through. Oh, Usopp. Not just stage. Finds the 1 cost. He's got nowhere to play it. Okay, I'd like to find a double attack Luffy here. There's the guy. Um, 4 and 3 is actually all of my Dawn, because I can't do everything. I'm still in a pretty good spot. They're going to have so much attack power next turn. Man, this is so close. We'll do this. Next turn, I'll come get him. This will keep most of his block. This keeps 2 of his blockers out of the way. And there's a 3rd one out. And he's got nothing he can play without playing over characters. I'd love to find another Luna, but this makes it so we're actually in a pretty good spot next turn. I don't think I can kill him, but getting him low isn't bad either. I really wish I could have got that Usopp on board. Nope. I want you to commit all these. Everything you commit is better and better for me. Yeah, you're going to get through with a 13k. That's pretty good, too. Okay, now what do we want to do? Man, a Luna would be so good right here. Let's do this. I'm going to play this, get this down, just so it's out of my way. I don't have enough to deal with any of his crackbacks, so we're just going to force cards here. Start with our double 7s. Okay, we get a 2 and a 1. Okay, we get the event. Now we're going to go with this. He might take a life here, but this is a once per turn ability, and I got 2 more of these. What you gonna do about it, buddy? You defended your life a little too heavily. Okay, so this one he will get to just retake, unless I go... This he can't actually do, so he has to give me real counter for this. Okay, he does give it to me. That leaves him with 1 card in hand, and I think I'm not in a terrible spot. Next turn, he needs to remove this off his board, and it'll be tough for him to do. Yeah. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13. No Charleston's going to make this harder. Does he just stack everything else there and go for it? I actually have the 2Ks to give you. And now you have to start committing blockers, which I like. No. Now what do you do? 9, 10. Okay, so now he is I am gonna lose it. That's fine. He could go 2 here. That's not enough to threaten any of these. We'll take this hit. Okay, we find the Nami. That'll be helpful. Ooh, I like Shanks too, but I think it's better for me to aggress his board with the Nami. So what we do here is now we go like 8 here. You only got 2 cards. Oh, well, that's an annoying one. Yeah, but you don't have the thing, so you actually don't have much here. 8 here. What do we want to do? 6, 7, 8? Yeah. And 8 here. We're going to hope this is a brick. It is. And then we get all our Dawn back. He's down to 1 card in hand. Yeah. That's fine. With the blocker up, you actually can't threaten me very well. And I think next turn, if you attack with any of this, I just go Zoro, swing, hit, attack, attack, life. Ooh, and he whiffed on the 1 cost. Draws, immediately ditches a Divine Departure. Yeah, if that's the last card in your hand, that really sucks for him. Because that doesn't do anything for him. Do I give up the 1K? Probably. But then he attacks with Leader. So we'll just give the blocker up, because that means I don't have to give him any cards. And this is a good target for this to hit, because he's got 1 card in hand. Gain character rush, attack this. You can take your life. I'm going to hit it again anyways. I'm going to do it again if he blocks out too. He had a counter for it. Nice. The good news is I'm a 7k leader. I got two 2ks and a 1k in hand. So even killing me from this position is going to be hard, because 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16k is what I can get out of. And I am now sitting on 4 decent-sized bodies, and if he does anything, he has to commit the blocker. So what does he got left? 6. That's an 11k? That's actually not very good. Let's see. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And then you can go 11 here. I actually think it's better if I just go like this and take it, because I'd like him to commit to trying to kill me, but I don't think he will. The worst thing he could do, though, is play another blocker. Actually, I don't even know if that's bad, because I have this. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, you did your math wrong there, big guy. And now, guess what, buddy? 7. 7. 9. Yep, and he concedes. GG. So starving works pretty well in that strategy, but just because, and I think the reason I have to do it is Sakazuki is just too strong. I need to deny them the Sakazuki because it removing my board is just so bad for us, and we can just sit here so defensively that they just can't get through. So I think that's the way to play this particular matchup. It always comes down to these big removal decks being able to say, no, I'm just not going to deal with you guys removing my board. Draw 1 card the rest of the game. So they got to like neg our guys and then have the Mamaragans as well. And starving them kept, because this was all in their hand. At the end there, that means this was all in life, and so we denied them 2 Mamaragans and a Sakazuki, so that's pretty good for us. All right, let me know what you guys think. What did I do right? What did I do wrong? I'll catch you guys in the next one. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's see what we do in this one. I hate this hand, so we're going to mulligan. That's slightly better. They chose to go first, which sucks for us. I'm at 6 right now. I like how this entire matchup is just me playing around hand rip law. Like the whole time. No. I can't let you have it. Because if you do this, Dawn -2, and then play hand rip law, I just am sad. Oh, man. Now, here's where I think I'm screwed, because I don't think there's a way for me to play around it. I think I take this. Unfortunately, there's 2 of those. I don't have a way to play around hand rip law now. I'm going to try it again. If he's got a hand rip law, I just cry? Here's my question, ladies and gentlemen. Do I... Like, if he's got hand rip law, so that's 4 on up. So that's got to be 6 cost law, right? I'm going to be at what next turn? 6? It's just one of these. I'm going to 2-1 out. No. Then we're going to trash that. I just can't afford hand rip law. Like, I know I can't, he's not doing it this turn, obviously. Next turn, though, it could really hurt. Okay, he finds a Kobe. His board is huge, comparatively. But I got my guys, and I got... As long as I don't get hand rip law, I will be able to do 2 of these on 8. The cost of 4 or less. Okay, that's fine. Okay, here's where they would normally play Sakazuki. But I don't have anything down, which is nice. Not that I would have had a chance to play anything. Another 6 cost Rosie. Oof. I'm gonna need to find I'm gonna need to find some Lunas. Gee, I wonder what's coming next. Yeah, there he is. I can do this to get out of this if he swings 7 with it. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, he just wants to do a little searching. That's fair. Another Sokka. Okay, so I now know he's sitting on 2 Sakazukis, which is infuriating. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that looks pretty good. If I can find a Luna for next turn, I'm going to be at 10, and that'll be this into this plus Luna. Take the board. I'm going to lose one of these guys right now, aren't I? Because he's going to Mama Ragan. Uh-huh. God, it's a big board I'm staring down. He's digging for mamas, I imagine. We're just trying to keep our hand healthy enough that we just fly underneath that hand Riblaw. Because I'm actually set up all right. I just need to find a Luna. Well, well, well. Okay, I can't play this turn because I want to get everything all at once. Well, if you insist. Oh, I can't play that this turn. Oh, man. I should have... So I did that in the backwards order. I should have searched first, because I'm rusty at this matchup. Can I get him to rest a bunch of his dudes now? I need too many blockers out of my way. I get 3 Dawn back. Means I only need 2. This is going to have to bait him into using the other one. Otherwise, I have to put some Dawn here. Come on, block. I know you want to block. I know you want to block. There's no reason to give me cards. You want to block. I know you do. Come on. Nope, he took it. Well, dang it. Well, fine. I hold the combination for next turn because I want a Luna, but I don't want a Luna 1 card. I wanted to get both the 8Ks down. Fine. Well, that was a pretty abysmal turn on my part, so that's pretty bad. But I will not. God, by the way, 10 cards in hand. We got our double attack next turn, too. Oh, good, another one. Yeah, he's going to stop this. Did he find the Mama Ragan? God, his hand is enormous. I imagine I might be facing a little aggression coming up here pretty quick. Three 9s, by the way. It's going to be just brutal on my life total. That's 3 there. Gum Lightning's also not particularly favorable to us right now. I don't have the Laboon like I had last time. Yep, there's the Mama Ragun. Wow. This deck is so efficient. Well, this is being a 1k. I cannot defend. But I'm freezing this board next turn, and I'm just going to pump him full of 7s. This is 9. I can Charleston if I need to. Charleston pitch this? No, Charleston pitched probably the Shanks. Ooh. Well, I'm glad I didn't have to do any of that. I can't do everything I want to do here. Get those out of my way. 6. 7. 8. Yeah, I want the 2Ks more than I want anything else. 8. I'm okay if this dies too. Wow, get his hand really low. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bam! Next turn, this will take out whatever his biggest blocker is, and I think I can kill him? Another Sakazuki. No, not a Sakazuki. He just... What did he do? Marineford. Finds another Sokka. Okay, we're dealing with the Sokka line here. I apologize about that last turn, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. That was not my best showing. I've seen 5 2Ks out of this man already, though. Ooh, and he ditches a I Love You event. I like that. Here's the question. Is Dead Man's Game better next turn if he leaves the Dawn up for the event? Because then I could go drop this and the Dawn. I mean, if I just had a Luna, my life would be perfect, but I don't think I can be that choosy. You're going to have to replace probably the Sokka here. That Luna is brutal for him. There's a Sakazuki, yup. I give him the blocker here, force these to commit, because I can actually save it from this. Let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No. He doesn't want it. Okay, he leaves 2 Dawn up. That's pretty smart. I don't even know if I'm worried about dying next turn. This doesn't need to be in my way. Seven. Grabs himself a 2K, so he's got at least 1 in there. Okay. 1 card left. Six, kill this. No point in hitting his life because I can't kill him this turn. Ah, well, actually, maybe I could kill him if I just put 3 on the Nami, but we're not pushing our luck that hard. He gave me every known card, and if that's an I love you, let's see, I love you. It just gets plus 2k power. So there's nothing I can do to force it out. But I am getting 3 Dawn back, so we will just go 8 here. See if he wants to give me the last card over. It is the I love you event, so there's no world in which I could take that. Gets himself a 6 cost, though. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so now I got 5 up. We're recovering from our very poorly played turn. By the way, this is a heck of a matchup, by the way. We're just grinding each other down. 3 Sakazukis. This is what makes this match have to be Star Strategy, because these are just so good. As soon as I get my 7 cost Rush Luffy, we'll see who's got the real minusing power. I think he dies next turn, as long as I get some decent bodies. Because he has to get rid of this turn. Because this answer is guys. Yeah, I'm not worried about my life, buddy. I'm worried about board. Play out the big guy. Yep. Re-ramp back. Ramp back again with a Sokka effect. Yeah, I'm healthy enough right now. I don't care what you do. Because this takes care of one of these. I'll have to... he doesn't have enough to play that. Thank goodness. Right? Yeah, he doesn't have enough to play that. You never know with Sakazuki. One of your Dawn, add 2 Dawn from your Dawn deck and set him as active. He needs a way to minus the Dawn, actually. He will be able to play that stupid thing. I can't kill him next turn if he does that. Can I? 3 life, I have to hit him 4 times. Yeah, it's doable. It's for sure doable. He's going to have to replace one of these, though. Yeah, this is why we didn't defend our guys, though. These are all going here. I'm out. If you commit the blocker... Boom. Boom. Got him. 7 there. 7 again. GG. All right, ladies and gentlemen. What did I do right? What did I do wrong that time? I messed up that time. You guys better tell me what I did right and wrong. All right, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Later. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go again. Do we keep this hand? Against Purple Yellow Rosie, I think this is pretty solid. I think we keep it. Well, the only target's this, so I have to take it. We're going to lose the Luna. This is where I kind of miss the Garp Searchers. Actually, this build has Garp Searchers, so we should be fine. That's probably good enough then. All right, we'll pass it over. All right, Rosie, let's buckle in again. I think we're going to continue to try our Starve strategy because I think it works best. Let's see. They find the 6 cost. Oof. And they get double search, and they start with stage. That's going to make this hard. Okay, they threaten me. I can't play this because if I do, I won't have enough Dawn. I won't have enough Dawn to defend my leader naturally. And I can't go to 7 cards, or I'm going to get hand-ripped. I refuse to let you hand-rip me. It's so debilitating to lose 2 cards this early. Especially if I lose, like, my Sanjis. I need those. Yep, 7 at lead. Not surprising. No, you're not getting me to go to 7 cards. Yep, he just plays it. Wow, this is very typical. 1 there, and we'll just pass it back. All right, double Nami. I really want to keep those. I want to play those probably next turn. I have to take this matchup a little slower, which I don't like. My playstyle tends to be really aggressive compared to a lot of red-green Luffy players. I have actually fallen out of favor with the controls build style for the deck, where you turtle really hard and make sure that you just don't get hit. Here's the problem, though. He can go like 7/7 at me and still have enough Dawn to do his hand rip law. Okay, he is not doing hand rip. He's doing 6 cost. Cool. We're fine with that. And if he puts 1 here and goes 7, it's not the end of the world for me. I could take that, hope it's an Usopp. Yeah. Yes! All right, here's where I got to get creative, though. I'm not going to even pretend to swing at his guy, because then it just goes poorly for me. Because they could take the hit and take a life for it, because I'm starving them. His hand is huge, though. This stage is so good for them. The ability for it to filter. But I can't turn my guys sideways for the next couple of turns, because I cannot afford to get hand ripped. But I will go this and this next turn, and I think on the following turn is when I just go wild. Because, yeah. Honestly, I'd like to get this on board. Here's where I have to start dealing with the Mamaragan hits, though. So that looks to me like another 6 cost law. They could go full aggression now, because then it's just like a 6 and an 8. So the 8 will connect and not the 6. Because this is a Dawn minus effect here. Yep. Play the 6 cost guy. It'll set one of their Dawn as active, though, so the 7 is going to be annoying, so I'm going to have to go 2 cards to get out. But if he goes that aggressive, I think I'm okay, because then I can go this and this. And I'll have enough to really push the next turn. Yeah, that's fine. That's actually really stellar for us. Oh, and then it gets ripped out of our hands. Well played, sir. Well played. All right, fine, fine. Those are the 2 cards I needed to get down the blockers. Now he doesn't have a dude, though. Zoro's probably my pick here. But if I lose this, I don't get another one back. I need this for defense. Well, the only choice here is actually the Usopp. I don't want him to know what I'm going to do. I'm definitely not attacking with this. Yeah, he doesn't like the idea. Okay, so we get 2 cards out of that. 6. I imagine he'll take that. If I play this, how much Dawn do I get back? I'll get 4 back. Oh, I can't even play that now. Whoops. I put the one on leader before I did the thing. That's a straight up play mistake. Now what do we do? Because I'm only getting 3 back. Nine. And he takes. We're going to do all this. I'm not going to defend my Usopp because that's bad. I imagine I get Sakazuki'd here, though, and I lose one of the 2. The best one to actually take is the Sanji to deny me my Dawn restand, but he's probably afraid of my double attack at this point. I should have had an extra Sanji on board. That is entirely my fault. I messed that up really bad. His hand's also really big again. But because he played Hand Rip Law last turn, and he attacked with this, he was able to take an extra life from me. But I don't think he was expecting me to push that hard that turn because of how aggressively I was getting everything out. 6. What do you want to do with that? Well, he's not playing Sakazuki here. I'm going to just go 2. I want to see how aggressive he's going to be with his blockers. Because I'm threatening with 2 double attacks right now. And I do have this for the following turn where I'll be on 10. And so I'll have 5 Dawn up after the fact if I get to keep both of these. Yeah, you have to be more careful now. You need a way to remove this. No. How many blockers do you turn sideways? Yeah, this suddenly isn't so easy anymore. The Starve strat's fine right up until I go full aggression. And because I got to keep these guys and they didn't get to play Sakazuki on curve, I think I'm okay. The only really bad part was if I had this Nami, this would be a whole other game. Or we could just find Luna and be really, really good at our game. Seven. You only get 1 free block. I'm playing this so bad. He's learning. Let's see. Takes the life there? No, it doesn't take the life. Seven. Gives me 2 cards over it. Okay. Nine at that. He could free block now, but now I'm threatening bigger numbers. Let's go after this. Because, like, I still have some decent attacks left, too. Nope. Loses it. I'm aggressive. It's fine. Goes, I'd love you to get out of it. Okay, that's fine. And then we go 1, 2, 3. we're doing all right here. Another 6 cost. He might need it, too. That was a brutal turn for him. He lost 2 of his guys there. And I'm a 7k leader with 4 Dawn up this turn. This Usopp just is getting so much value. It's just sitting there. It's just so annoying. Draws, trashes, a law. Yeah, I imagine you're looking for counter at this point. Let's check their trash. 2 2Ks, 3 2Ks. 3 2Ks is actually all they've had to use. 1 event. 1 mini law. They lost the hand rip law. They've lost 2 ramp laws. I know they got another 6 cost in hand, though. Yeah, you're not getting anything this turn. Smart move is just not attack. Yeah, just does it so we can Dawn minus. Can't even swing with this well. Just don't attack, dude. It's worth not attacking. Yeah, I'm a 7k this turn. He's in a lot of trouble next turn. I push so hard next turn. Oof, he's down to 3 cards. If I find a Nami, he does just die. He finds the Sokka finally. Now what do you do, buddy? Minus is a Dawn, yeah. Ditches a Sokka. He's just trying to draw his way out of this. He smartly did not attack. Unfortunately for him, now I can just punish him with my Luna. The event is it's annoying. I'm gonna just get him to turn these sideways. This is my only 7. This is going to be a 9. Now what do you do? 9's a really bad number for you to deal with. All my Dawn I spend on the Luna come back. So I've got 3 more I can work with. 1 obviously goes under a leader. 2 will go here. Gives that up. Smart. Let's see if I can get another free block out of him. Does he block him 2k? No, he doesn't. Now what do I want to do? Do I develop another bigger attacker for next turn? I think I just sit and wait. Actually, I know what I do. This will bait this out. Punish him! Poor Rosie. I'm sorry, man. I will destroy you now. GG, buddy. Oh, look, there's the Sokka. Not my Zoro, no! Can I save Zoro? He's a 3k. I think I can. Because, like, 3-3... Yeah, I can save Zoro. He can't actually take my Zoro from me. He finds a blocker, gets it on back up. Yeah, this lives. Should have minused this. This you could have killed. He's ditching Sokkas now because he doesn't have time to play them. He needs blockers like a madman. We have the answer, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, you're not taking this. This is mine. Yep. Doesn't even try it. He just knows he's going for it. Yeah, I would 100% have gone after this. And then you could have launched your 2/2s into it. The I love you event. Nope. Oh, so this just says small. That's why he did it. Nine. Five. I can just demand cards with everything. 5. 7. 'Bang. GG. He tried. All right, ladies and gentlemen, what did I do right? What did I do wrong? See if we can find another one of these guys. Starving is just brutal for them. All right, catch you in the next one. All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. What do you guys think? How did I do against Purple Yellow Rosinate from OP12? Here again is the deck list. We're going to go over it in full. We're going to go over all the cards, the deck list, the theory behind every card, as well as the play lines into Purple Yellow Rosy. If you guys jump back here to the end of the video just so you can see each individual card. I'm not going to read every single line of text from these cards. If you guys need to know what a card does in more depth, you just can slow down the video or pause it, and that'll help you read the card in its whole. But we're going to do a brief skim through before we go over the play lines and the general strategy. Unfortunately, I did not get a great game in Unlimited. I played one and we won, but I didn't see any of the new cards, so I'm not going to include that in the video. Bummer. Let me know if you guys want to see that, despite the fact that it didn't include any of the new stuff. But I think I got the game plan against Rosie down pat, so let me know what you guys think. All right, let's go over our deck list before we get over into all the weeds. All right, I will read the leader in its entirety because it's the most important card, as always, and then we're going to do a brief skim through into the play lines. Dawn ×1 on your opponent's stack. If you have 5 or less active Dawn cards on your field, you may rest any number of your active Dawn cards up to one of your leader or Straw Hat Crew type characters. Gains plus 2,000 power for each Dawn card that was rested by this effect. All right. We've got 4 copies of Jewelry Bonnie. It's a 1/2/1 Searcher. Look at the top 4 for Straw Hat Crew. We're looking at 3 Sanjis. It's a 2/3/2K. Makes one of our Straw Hat with 6,000 power, unblockable for the turn. We've got Romano Azoro, a 7/9. He makes our leader a 7K till the end of our opponent's next turn. And if they got an 8,000 power body on field, he gets Character Rush. We got 4 copies of Nami. It's a 1/2/1K. Look at the top 5, and we can add a Straw Hat Crew other than Nami to our hand. We got 4 copies of Laboon in here. It's a 1/2/2K. It's anti-removal for our 7,000 power or lower cards. And it is non-once per turn, but it's not searchable, which is not the best, not the worst. And then we are playing 4 copies of Usopp. It is a 4/5/1K. End of our turn. It sits 2 times active every turn. We have 4 copies of Nami. It's a 4/2/1 blocker. On play, rests up to 2 of our opponent's characters with a cost of 8 or less, and sets 5 Dawn cards active at the end of the turn. We got 2 copies of Luffy. It's a 4/6. On play, it'll rest 1 Dawn card, and this guy gets Rush, and when attacking, can rest anything that's got Blocker, which is really strong. We got 4 copies of Sanji. It's a 5/7 brick. On play, it'll restand 2, and then at the end of every turn, it'll restand 1. We got Luffy, a 6/7 brick. He's got double attack, and it'll restand 4 Dawn on play, but then we can't play 5 costs or more. We got 2 copies of Brook, a 6/6/1. It'll rest any card our opponent controls, that's Dawn leader or character, and it'll trash itself and restand a Straw Hat. It'll restand a character with 8 costs or less. And then we got 3 copies of Shanks, a 10/12. On play, restands all Dawn, but then we can't play cards after that, which is usually just means we're going to place 5 underneath characters and or leader, and we're going to go swinging. 2 copies of Dead Man Game. It's a 1-cost event for 3K to the leader, and if we rest 3 more Dawn, it'll rest 2 of our opponent's cards, characters, and or Dawn. And then it'll rest 3 Dawn and rest up to 2 of our opponent's characters and or Dawn. And then we've got Charleston, a 2-cost event. Up to one of our leaders or characters gains plus 4,000 power, then it can discard a card and set 3 Dawn as active, generating an extra 2K due to our leader's effects. and 3 copies of Luna. It's a 3-cost event. Rest up to one of our opponent's characters as the trigger, and activate main. All of our opponent's rested characters with the cost of 7 or less do not become active in their next refresh phase. So this list, first and foremost, is a little bit of a mess. I haven't been playing around with it much because I've been so focused on grinding ladder, and because BY teaches everywhere, I've been playing that, and I haven't been playing against other decks. So this is kinda okay-ish. I'm gonna tell you right now how to play against Purple Yellow Rosy, and then I'll go over probably a slightly better list, as well as the list I'm running for the new cards that we tried into Purple Yellow Rosy that also won us the game. So game plan is always to go first. We like first good enough that we do not care about anything else, and right up until the new starter deck comes out, and then we can go first or second and deny Rosy second. On 1, we always want to play this, and as you guys saw, the biggest problem with this deck is I am constantly playing around the hand rip law, trying to keep my hand size under 7 cards, even if it means countering out poorly and losing some cards, because getting ripped for 2 random cards really hurts our deck, because we need certain key components really badly. I also think the best way to play into Purple Yellow Rosy is starving him. As you guys saw, it was super effective at playing around the Sakazukis, because if I keep my whole board standing, they have to find both Sakazuki and Mamoragan, and then maybe they get to remove a character, because I usually just keep my whole board up. 5 Dawn, I want to play this. 7 Dawn, I want to play this into one of these. 9 Dawn, double Sanji, or Sanji into one of these. Just want to fill the whole board out before I go swinging. As soon as I got like 2 double attackers on board and a couple of Sanjis, I just go full tilt. That's as soon as those hit board, it's all in. Just start swinging as hard and as fast as you can. What I've noticed is they're so used to me just not swinging at them that they are committing their 8,000 power blockers and leaving up all their little blockers, which doesn't really help when I decide I'm going on the attack, because they no longer get any free blocks. I'm going all in with everything I have as fast as I can. That turn is usually the pivot point where they just have to... most players start panicking because they go from having 4 life and me not aggressing them to having like 1 or 2 lives, having a huge amount of their board gone. They'll probably lose a blocker or 2 there because if they block real heavily, I just pivot into board and start swinging into that. They'll use the effect once, and then after that, it's just all in at the board, and their hand gets small fast. The other thing you can do is on that turn, when you get real aggressive, if they've been playing really aggressively, if you find Nami into a Luna, their board's gone for a turn, and you're attacking for 7, like 3 or 4 times, which is really going to hurt them. Luna will win you the matchup every time. The Shanks, not real good in this matchup. Brook is really good for going for lethal. The Zoro is super good because their biggest body are 8Ks, so just getting you to be a 7K and having like 4 Dawn up means like most of their guys aren't going to do anything to you. Pretty decent. This is also super annoying for them. As you guys saw, they immediately had to target it as soon as I played it on board. The ability to just drop any of their blockers ruins their game plan really fast, especially if you do it multiple turns in a row. All right, let's go over, let's see, on second, you guys saw me play this. I don't know if you, there was likely me going second in this because I played both. But on second, I'm just putting 1 Dawn under leader because I can't afford to take that first free hit because they can hand rip me. So on 1, I will not, on my first 2 Dawn turn, I'm putting 1 Dawn under leader and passing. On my first 4 Dawn turn, I'm probably going to just play like a searcher if I have to. But my hand size is going to get too big. So at that point, it's really a gamble. At that point, what I would probably do is if I have a good 2K in hand, is play my Usopp, bank on having to just counter out. Or if you got like a DMG, you could counter out with that to get yourself below the hand limit size. Because if you play this on that second turn, you'll be you'll be at 6. So, but let me know what you guys think about that strategy. After that, it's pretty simple. Sanji on 6. On 8, double Sanji is the best play. After that, it's Luffy into Usopp. On the first 8 Dawn turn, or first 10 Dawn turn, you just want to fill out your board. Go as wide as you can. Go Sanji into Luffy into an Usopp if you got the board space. The wider you go, the better it's going to be. The best play on 10 Dawn would probably be Luffy into Nami into Luna. Get their board down and start attacking them for all 7s. It's pretty decent. All right, let's go over a slightly better deck build. I would think on this deck build, because we are still restricted before we get to our new starter deck. I probably would throw the Garps back in because it searches the Shanks and the Luna. So that's why I would do that. 4 Laboons is enough. The DMG is my tech of choice, personally. I know a lot of people don't run it. You can also go down a Dead Man's Game if you want to go up like a Shanks or a Zoro, whatever you want to do there. I don't like 4 Zoro. I think it's a waste, personally, and I think 3 Shanks is more than enough. So the other thing you can do is just go for another Sanji. Oops. Sanji. So this is probably the best deck list when you're not playing ranked. Like if you're playing locals and you're seeing PY Rosie everywhere, this might even be not good enough. So what I would actually do would be to go Luna here. If you're seeing purple, yellow, Rosie everywhere, do this. 4 Luna, Dead Man's Game. These guys, game over. Just annihilate them. Keep your board standing. I understand that they will probably Sakazuki into Mamoragan, resting one of your characters, but the likelihood of them being able to do that multiple turns in a row is pretty low. That's just seeing them like a god to your hand if they do that. And even then, your options aren't that bad. Because they can't pressure your characters, you can probably play out a bunch, and you'll probably take 2 life in that early game, and then Luna will just make it so you can survive for pretty much ever. As soon as stage comes out, though, I'll show you guys the stage real quick. As soon as this comes out, we are pretty much unstoppable, though. Because in the Purple Yellow Rosie match, as soon as you have stage, you can play 10 Dawn worth of card, which means you can go Zoro into Luna on them and still get a Dawn underneath leader and have some stuff probably restand a few Dawn. Imagine being a 7k leader, getting the Dawn under your leader, having like 2, maybe 3 Dawn restand, and freezing probably like 3 of their guys minimum. That means that they are in so much trouble, because it means you're attacking like probably a 7, 1 or 2 7s at them, the 8 from your leader, and a 9 from this. They're gonna use blockers, and as soon as they do, freeze them. All right, let me know what you guys think. Did I do anything good? I know this Luffy is coming out, and I will try and get you guys some matchups into Purple Yellow Rosie where I do use this. I just didn't see it in the one game I got somebody to play with in Unlimited, which just made me very sad. I will try and get some more for you guys, I promise. What do you guys think? Is starving the strat against Rosie? Or is that just a bad run of it? He's pretty good. He's a good leader. He's very beatable, though. So I will say that. Like, Luna just kind of wrecks this poor guy. I also think that just don't lay down your characters until you're ready to go full aggro on them is the best way to go. Because when they get to, like, 7 Dawn, you're probably at either you're either going to be at 6 or 8. They usually don't ramp unless they find exactly, like, I think it's the 3-cost Rosie. If they ramp, they ramp. But most of the time, they're going to be 1 Dawn ahead of you. And if you've got 2 or 3 bodies, you lose 1, not the end of the world. Because you can usually play 2 on that following turn and get 4 on board. They can't get rid of that many characters that fast. If you are ending up with a bunch of Usops on board, I will mention you do want to get a Laboon out, because Gum Gum Lightning is just going to remove this without them having to do anything. So I honestly hold these in hand until I have a Laboon, because we don't want to deal with that nonsense. All right, I think that's all I got. This was a requested video by you guys. Let me know how I did. Have a wonderful week. Keep killing it out there. Crush the games. Have a great day. Later.